Yo, lads, how we doing today? Hope you guys are all having an amazing day right now. Hope you're crushing it. It's Friday, so for most of y'all going to school, you got the day off. Let's go. Um, but as you saw from the thumbnail, today we're talking about Portugal. It is Cristiano Ronaldo's one last dance for Portugal, and today we're going to find out. Well, but today this is going to be an actual prediction from what I think is going to happen, not from what I want, but what I think. So I'm going to use facts and um based on how Portugal's form, how they're doing, what I think is going to happen towards this country. So let's get into it. All right, first we got to talk about Roberto Martinez, the man of the hour, the coach, the one who's going to be in charge of sending Portugal to this World Cup, and he is going to be in charge of handling their tactics and how everything works. So we know um, how he is going to line up right now as of Portugal. Um, let's see here. So if we check, I'm doing a little bit of my research right now. Hang out, please. Hold on, please. Right now it says Roberto Martinez, a coach known for structure, possession, and tactical organization. He brings stability and a clear game model. So basically, he wants Portugal to be more disciplined, focused, and harder to break down. So that's why he's trying to get the best out of every single position right now. So right now he's making Martinez has focused on making Portugal less dependent on individual moments and more consistent as a unit. The big question is whether his system can unlock Portugal's attacking talent when games get tight at the World Cup level. So when we talk about this, the same things that Portugal was unable to do in the last World Cup was they had to rely on Ronaldo, pass the ball to Ronaldo, pass the ball to Ronaldo, which is what we're gonna get onto later on. We have to remember Portugal is a team. He wants right now. Roberto Martinez wants Portugal to work as a team, not on individual moments. If you work on individual moments, you rely on one player, and if that player doesn't show up, the team plays bad right now what he's trying to do is combine every player's standing point together, and they're able to move as a unit, and once they move as that unit, they're unable to be stopped, and they're able to have that glory to go forward, make chances, play by the middle, be able to defend well, make attacks, and eventually end up scoring. So that's the point that Roberto Martinez is trying to make right now, which is why I'm talking about all these great players. What makes me get to my next point, um, the golden generation. So Portugal might have one of the deepest squads in international football right now. And as we see, we have talent so many different areas. We have Vitinha, we have Joao Neves, we have Bruno Fernandes. That's all in the midfield, by the way. Ronaldo, Gonzalo Ramos, Rafael Leao. Um, all these players in the attack and the defense. We have Ruben Diaz, Gonzalo Inicial, Nelson Semedo, Joao Neves can drop back if he needs to. We have Nuno Mendes, obviously, best left back in the world. Rui Costa, well, sorry, not Rui Costa, Diego Costa. This team is insane. Like, this team, they can rotate easily without having to have a problem, basically, without losing quality. So, something else that I want to focus on is that form matters more than reputation. It doesn't matter how good you are in the past, it matters on how good you are going to be now and moving forward. Because if you were good in the past, but you cannot perform now, forget about playing. You're not going to get any playing time. And one of those examples is Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm not saying he's bad now. I'm saying that he is good and he still has that goal scoring gift inside the box, but he's not the same anymore. He's not going to be able to give you the same Cristiano Ronaldo that you had back in the day, back in his prime, when he was able to do dribbles, when he was able to shoot and move around quicker with the ball. But he's 41, guys. He's 41. He can be my dad. Remember that. Right now, Roberto Martinez, I think what he has to do is what the same thing Lionel Scaloni does. He's preparing everybody for the future without Messi, without Ronaldo, without all these big players that have carried the team over so long. But the thing is, they're getting older, they're growing. Well, they're they're finishing up their prime and they're making it to that age where they just can't carry anymore. Which and this year might actually be one of Ronaldo's last years as a career as a professional player. So we should be mindful. We have to remember all these good things that Ronaldo did for Portugal. Just because Ronaldo isn't able to carry anymore, I feel that it's bad how they're able to betray Ronaldo like that just because he couldn't deliver. He's played with so many bad Portugal players, and I remember back in the day, I used to check the stats. Portugal was never they weren't a thing until like 2004, which is when Ronaldo started playing, which when he first made the Euros, it was when Portugal lost that final, and you Portuguese people did not know what it was like going to European big competitions until Ronaldo came. And if you talk about the golden generation, Ronaldo played without golden generation and with the golden generation. He played with the worst players Portuguese football has ever seen and some of the best talent in the world that Portuguese football has ever seen, which is right now. We have to remember Cristiano Ronaldo is not the same anymore. He's not. So under Martinez, Ronaldo may play a more situational role, starting some games and impacting others off the bench. But they should use Ronaldo in a way that he's able to contribute and move the ball around. Because if he's able to contribute and help his team, you have to learn to sacrifice. You have to let the ego go, and once you let the ego go, you become victorious, which is what Lionel Messi did in 2022. He stopped uh, trying to go for glory, but he instead tried to help his teammates because he wanted to win a trophy. He cared more about the trophy than he did about the ego, which is what Ronaldo needs to do if he wants to win this World Cup. Especially since this year this might be well, this is literally his last World Cup. He has the highest stakes and he has the highest chance. Um, if he doesn't win it, then it's over. It's now or never. So yeah, that's what I've learned for now. And let's get our lucky Fatma. So let's get it. All right, y'all. So if we go down, I believe Portugal's in the last group or one of the last groups. Okay, they're not in the last group. They're in the second to last group. They're in Group K. Portugal is with Colombia, Uzbekistan, and a FIFA playoff tournament one, depending on who makes it into playoffs, which is going to be in March, I believe. So by March, we already know who's going to play against who in this World Cup. Right now, I see Portugal beating Uzbekistan. I don't know about Colombia. I think this is going to be a good game. Mi Colombia. Este, yeah, Colombia have a good chance of winning. So does Portugal. They're both good sides. That's I'm pretty sure that's pretty biased, but let's get on with Portugal's squad. Let's take a look at their squad, see how they're doing. Well, just to make sure that for the friendlies, like what I keep talking about, um, their friendlies are Mexico and the U.S. So I think they should be all right based on friendlies because it is against both the hosts. So I guess we'll get a good overview on Portugal to see how they are doing. Let's get with the squad. Roberto Martinez, obviously Diogo Costa. I'm assuming he's going to be their goalkeeper. The defense, Gonzalo Inicial, Joao Cancelo. Could be Nelson Semedo, could be Joao Neves. He could drop back in defense. Renato Viega is also pretty good. And Ruben Diaz in the defense as well, helping out on that center back role. In the midfield, we have Bernardo Silva. We have Bruno Fernandez, Diogo Dalit. I thought it was a fullback, but whatever. Joao Felix, Joao Neves. We have Joao Palinha, Ruben Neves, Rincao. There's just so much good. There's so much good quality into this team. We have Vitinha, obviously, in my opinion, best midfielder in the world. Go argue with a wall. He's better than Bedley and Bellingham. Attackers, Carlos Forbes. Don't think he's gonna get as much playing time. Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously, who we're gonna talk about in a second. Once again, Gonzalo Ramos, who is 24, he's very young, and I do think he is going to start those games that Ronaldo isn't going to be able to help out in. contribute. And then Pedro Goncalves, Pedro Neto, who's out right now, and Rafael Leao, who is, yeah. So let's talk about Ronaldo. Like I said, Ronaldo compared to these other players is 21 years old. I mean, sorry, not 21 years old. Is he's like no, Carlos Forbes 21 years old, sorry. He's 20. Cristiano Ronaldo's 20 years older than Carlos Forbes. If you think about that, that is crazy to think about. One teammate being 20 years older than the other one. Here's what I think. Ronaldo is not going to be starting every game. He's not. He's going to contribute some games as a starter, some games on the bench. Depends where Mauricio Martinez wants to play Ronaldo and how he wants to use Ronaldo. Because if he uses Ronaldo carefully and wisely, Ronaldo is going to be able to help out even in those games that he's not starting. He can come as a super sub and he can be able to help contribute towards the team if he needs to. Like I said, Ronaldo is not that age anymore. He is 41 years old. He's pretty old. I don't know if you guys saw due to the personal reasons, Ronaldo is going might leave Al Nasser. I don't know if he's going back to Europe, the MLS. Like I don't know what's going on. If you guys can inform me better on, I would appreciate that. But do feel like Ronaldo, he needs to get let go of that ego. Okay, he needs to let go of everything that thinks that he's the best and everyone should pass the ball to him. And the media needs to learn how to not disrespect the coach when they're actually trying to do something, because if they end up losing, they don't get the results they need, and it's the coach's fault, and the coach gets the problems, not the players. So I think the players just have to stick to what the coach is saying, and they will see the results based on what the coach is saying, and then they can be better. So Ronaldo needs to let go of his ego, and if he lets go of his ego, he's going to get better. He's going to be able to do what Roberto Martinez is saying if the tactics are good and he listens to the tactics. Um, I think what every team should be doing is doing their homework. I mean, I'm gonna keep going back in the series to Luis Enrique, what he did in PSG last season. This guy was insane. He was doing his homework. He was checking out every player's no, every team's tactics that he used to play against, and then he would apply how to counter those tactics and how to move on, and that's how they always received victory and how they were always victorious. So if Ronaldo just lets go of his ego, like I said, and the tactics are right for Portugal, they have a pretty good chance of winning. So let's go back to Group L, my friends. Or Group K, sorry. Portugal. Let's say Portugal tops this group, right? This would be this would be K1. So if we go to K1, sorry, let's look for K1. This would be another third place team. So depending on who gets that third place, um, I think it's between Group D and Group E. Um, so it's one of these teams. Based on the draw, we don't know what's gonna happen, or based on how the knockout round ends. We can know for sure who Portugal is going to be playing against. But as of right now, we are unsure due to the group stages not being finished yet. So how do I see this playing out for Portugal? I think Portugal is going to have a very good tournament. I'm calling they reach the final. I'm gonna say they are gonna get so close, but they still don't make it. I'm gonna say they reach the final. Mbappe is going to win. I called it already. Portugal beating France in the final. Portugal versus France in the World Cup final. That is my prediction. I'm saying 2-1. No, 3-2. Mbappe hat trick. If he scores a hat trick, he's genuinely might be one of the best players of all time. He wins the Ballon d'Or. He finally gets his glory. I am sick and tired of hearing the Mbappe comparisons to Lamine Yamal. Okay, it's not even close. Kylian Mbappe is miles better than Lamine Yamal is. Um, the reason why Lamine Yamal is getting that so much glaze is because Messi and Ronaldo are not in their primes anymore. Okay, they're not putting up the numbers that they used to do when Mbappe was there. Because if Lamine Yamal was putting up these numbers while Messi and Ronaldo were still in their prime, everybody, nobody would talk about Lamine Yamal. But if Mbappe was 17 years old and he was putting up the numbers that he did at Monaco when he was a kid, and Messi and Ronaldo were not in their prime, this guy would be overglazed. He would be just as glazed as much as Lamine Yamal. But I still think that Mbappe is better than Lamine Yamal and that he will get that second World Cup. Portugal are going to get so close. Ronaldo's going to quit. He's going to end it there, retire. But I'm gonna keep saying it in on all these videos. We don't know. It is a World Cup. I want the World Cup to surprise me. I hope I'm wrong. So Portugal, please prove me wrong. And I think that will do it for the rest of the video. If you like this video, guys, please like and subscribe. I tried my best to put out these videos for you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.